Okay, nap time. Morning update. It's a little chillier than the Pennsylvania area. A lot windier than the Pennsylvania area. It's a lot flatter than the Pennsylvania area. We're about to leave the campground, and then we're going to scout, and then we're going to go to bed, and then we're going to wake up, and we're going to shoot mule deer tomorrow. Deer hunting, baby. Good luck.
Good luck.
Yep.
Kill a big one.
I just got set up. Not very many trees or anything here, but I found a little outcropping in the dirt, hoping I don't get bit by a rattlesnake. My brother, he's just one canyon over, and he saw what he thinks to be a decent buck. Couldn't tell if it was big enough though. Again, it looked big, but he couldn't count 4x4. But that gets me pretty excited because he's literally just one canyon over, and he's watching a totally different deer. So I guarantee you that within each one of these canyons, there's multiple shooter buck. I'm resituating myself. I was perched right over here, but I want to get across this draw and over on the other side, get a better vantage point to look down that canyon. I'm pretty sure that buck I saw is bedded somewhere up in one of them draws. I'm working my way down this canyon, hitting these draws, and here's a steep one. Right there's a big old buck bed. Now the buck that I saw this morning is over this next knob. I'm up here at the very top of this knob, trying to glass down in here. If you can hear me over the wind, I don't know if you can, but I'm trying to glass down in these knobs. And my brother is down in that canyon, and I just heard him shoot. He said he shot a ute. Well, I think I found my vantage point for the rest of the day. I was up at that point up there when I saw Eli, but I worked my way down and around, and as I crested this knob right here, there were two deer over in that draw. There was a doe and a small fork buck, so 2x2. I definitely bumped them. They've got incredible eyesight. I don't know if they'll be back. I don't know if it ruined this spot or not, but my plan here is to just kind of overlook this whole draw. Hey. That's a funny looking mule deer. I looked up on the hill there and I saw Jake. I texted him, I was like, hey, I see you. Right after I texted that, or I looked back and I was kind of looking, because there's two doe down in some trees down there that were just sitting there. And I looked back to my right to look at Jake again, and I just see this thing just trotting, coming up the hill here. He kept looking at me, so I was like, grab my gun, and he'd look at me, so I'd pause. And I could grab my gun, and he'd look at me, and he'd pause. So I grabbed it, and I went, and he stopped. And I was like, where is he? Oh, there he is. And then he started moving, and I went, like that, and then
Did you drop him?
yeah, folded. He did a front flip.
I bet that was cool.
It was pretty sick.
The afternoon hunt, I'm going back to the same draw I was at this morning, but we're going to be on the north side of the draw instead of the south side. This morning, that buck that I saw, I'm pretty sure he came out of one of those draws there and worked up into those fingers, those trees over there. Now we've got this whole area, specifically this whole area here. Easy shooting right down through here, but also all the way down through there. I've got a long vantage point. I just had a doe pop up out. I saw her walking the hill there. Don't know where she came from. It's weird. They just pop out of nowhere. Well, my inner deer hunter told me that I probably shouldn't sit silhouetted on the top of a hill, so I ducked down below it. As you can see, sitting on my backpack. Now we can shoot a deer. I'm currently watching a spike buck that I glassed up. He's gotta be, he's 700 yards probably. That's the deer number 2 for the night. He was way over there by that tree. There's a doe and a buck hanging up there. My pack is all the way over on that knob. I ran over here to try to get a view of this buck, but I still can't see him. There's a big old doe with him too. A little update here. Currently, the sun's about setting, and there's a buck up on the hill, and Jake is right there. And the buck is way up there. Oh, there he is. You can see him right there. Jake was sitting over on the hill there, and he was just minding his own business, and I come up over the hill in front of him, and I look up, I'm glassing around, and I'm like, well, there's a buck behind him. So I call him on the radio, and so he drops down into the valley here and climbs up another hill, try and get a better look at him. Turns out he's just a 3x2. Limit here is a 4x4, so a little small. Would have been a heck of a crack for me. That's probably about 600 yards. That was actually a really eventful evening. I didn't get enough of it on camera because it was kind of unexpected. But my brother pops up over the hill and he radios me. He's like, Jake, there's a buck and a doe behind you. Eli says it's a small buck, so I back out. Before I know it, he's radioing me again saying, dude, there's a monster over there. And they run away. That was my evening. Side stitch. I looked up with my binoculars again, and then I just saw a rack that was twice as big. And so I prop my tripod back up and I get my gun back up there because that has 18 zoomies. And I look and they start running over the hill, and then it was the first one, and then the bigger one, and then another one, and then another one, which were both also probably shooters, and then a monster. Like I'm talking, it was huge frame, thick frame, like split G2s, split G3, like it was a nice deer. All bounced up over the hill on the neighbor. And they were right there sitting behind me. I was there and they were there. I took a video of you, and then I zoomed in and you can see the deer. I want to watch that back and see if I can see the other deer off to the right or something. I saw nothing. Right there. 2 bucks silhouetted. Crazy. After our adventure with this big buck last night, we got a new game plan. This morning I'm sitting very close to where I was yesterday morning, except I'm sitting further up so that I have a good view of the main canyon. Eli's sitting, I don't know, maybe 1,000 yards down the canyon where he was actually at last night. If there's bucks in these draws, we might get a glimpse of them. Hopefully someone gets a shot off today. I also had to do the unthinkable today, and I had to drop off my lasagna from last night in the sagebush. There's a big pronghorn buck right over there. And we don't have pronghorn tags. I just walked that canyon there trying to kick stuff out. Didn't see nothing. Now I'm gonna cross this canyon, head over that knob right there, and hopefully try to push some deer out to Eli. He's currently watching 2 doe that he saw go in there this morning. Chances are there might be some more deer in there. Decided to take a little break under the tree here, eat my lunch. Shocker, there's nothing moving. It's like 80 degrees right now. Eli just shot one. Yo! Is he down? Dude! Dude! Dude, I was standing right behind you. I was right there for the last 15 minutes.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
You just saw me pull up?
Hey, there's another deer.
Yeah, it's a spike.
Oh, is it?
Dude, I was literally... Okay, so...
Dude, that's not a... Well, that was unfortunate. So Eli shot a buck. At least he thinks he shot a buck. And then I said, there goes another deer. And he's like, oh, it's just a spike. Well, it was not a spike. It was a monster mule deer. And he ran and I fired 3 shots off at him. And he went and crossed the line. It was enormous. Got up and ran away. Spirits are pretty low. He shot that buck and he said it dropped. And I came running down and he looked back and it was laying there squirming. And then I come running up and I see a buck run. Eli thought it was the spike that was with him. And I was like, that's not a spike. That's a massive buck. And we thought that was a different one, but his buck's not here. So I must have been shooting at the buck that he shot at. And he looked perfectly fine. So we're really confused right now. It should be laying dead right there, but there's nothing. No blood either. If you drop them,
Don't see... You're good.
shoot it multiple times.
Hey,
If you see it, maybe hit it.
Roasted!
Just wait until the dust cleared.
What'd you do?
Put your bag in the back, man.
I am. I gotta get my gun in here first. Bucko? Is that another shed or is that the one from earlier? What? Why are you laughing at me?
Because I called it.
You said exactly what you thought you were gonna say.
What?
Is that another
I found
shed?
another shed.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I was hoping to have it done by day one.
There's a doe 550 yards all the way up this ravine here. She popped out of a draw and she's kind of just feeding around, but she has her ears bent forward and she keeps looking somewhere. Part of me wonders if there's more deer, maybe a buck down in there with her. There's a tiny little tree right there at the tip of my finger. That's where she is.
So there's currently a couple deer down here. The one on the right there is a little 3-point. One on the left there is Spike. We're seeing deer, they're moving, and then I also spotted 2 doe way down there. I'm talking a mile away. Were you ready for snow or something?
What?
Were you ready for snow?
Ready for snow?
You're bundled up.
Oh, it's cold.
Duh.
There's
We're talking about walking this.
there's some beef stick in my teeth.
Well, it's a segment.
This is all staged, so what do you want me to say? What's on the script? Plan. Deer drive.
If you didn't catch that, we're doing deer drives. We're doing this whole bottom here. We got 2 guys wrapping all the way around. Gonna push these draws out, those pines. We're gonna meet up there. Got another guy wrapping around here, and then in a little bit here, I'm gonna work my way down. What'd you just do?
What did I do?
I saw him hop up, and he was right down in there. And I went, whoa, and he reeled. Yeah, he's still moving.
I'm pretty sure he's dead. Dude, that thing is a monster. He's got a kicker.
And he's got a brow tine.
Dude, look how old that sucker is. You sit, it makes him look bigger. There you go. Now he looks enormous.
Are you pretty sure you didn't hit him?
I shot right in front of him.
Here, pull this back so I can get in there. For what? That's just putting out the guts. Pull this back. Get the skin.
Anyone else still deaf in the right ears?
Well, I was gonna go into town with my brother and dad, but decided to come out for a quick evening hunt. I think I just found my favorite spot this far. I mean, look at those views. You can see for a long way up here. Fast forward an hour or so, no deer out here, but I think it's a pretty decent spot, and I might spend today over to, hold on, restart that. I might spend tomorrow over here. A lot of draws, a lot of openness, but also a lot of far shooting opportunities, so hopefully we can get done tomorrow. It's the last day. He's gonna film me, so we probably won't see anything. I'm just kidding. We'll find out. We got some does on the hill way over there. Cameraman Eli's gonna try to get them. There's deer all the way over there.
Okay, so you have this really close ridge right here
Mm-hmm.
with the grass.
Mm-hmm.
You see the next one over with the trees on it?
Mm-hmm.
That's 1,000.
And they're another 1,000 past that, probably.
More than that.
Yeah.
They're probably good 2,000.
It's a long way away over there. Eli, we gotta go. We gotta go find deer over there. It's cold, it's windy, we're waiting for deer.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Booba Crew. Am I on one zoom? Yeah, I am. So right now, Jake's looking out the window with his binoculars. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. Not much is happening. We saw a couple doe this morning. It was really cold.
Yeah, we saw 15 doe.
We saw 15 doe.
Not a single one of them had an inch of horn.
Yeah, no horn inches.
I would like to shoot a deer, but I'd also like to just pull the trigger and kill something. I've missed 2 monsters this weekend, and
It was one.
I missed 2. I
Oh, that's
shot
right.
at
You
yours,
shot at
and
mine.
I shot at the one that you dropped, and that freaking...
Yeah, so I dropped
fiasco.
2 deer this week. I'm just a deer dropper.
Help
2
us
monsters.
out.
You already know what happened by now, I think. I
Yeah.
explained. Did you explain
I
it?
explained it.
Yeah, he explained it, so you already know.
Sort of. I think the deer dropped.
I hope you're
the
in
deer
frame.
dropped. Yeah, the deer dropped, and then it got up and ran away.
So I dropped 2 monsters, 3 coyotes.
Sorry we didn't get any of those shots on.
Are you really that far out of frame?
No, you're just like, there you go. Now I'm in frame.
Oh.
It's been a heck of a week. Dude shot 3 coyotes. I don't
did.
know if you knew that.
Got none of that on camera either.
Anyway, we're gonna go do some deer drives. I'm not seeing any deer. We gotta go that way. See, there's trees over there. You can see the trees behind you.
Shout out Ford for bringing us out here. Made us all... Cutscene. If you ever want Jake's email and you want to email him.
No. But Surfacide, become a member of Surfacide, and you get like,
Am I pointing at you?
yeah, you get like perks on everything, and you get like all of this, like, you just get a lot of awesome hunting stuff.
Yeah, so one of the perks, if this ever makes it to the video, you know, Badlands. Shout out Badlands. This stuff is the greatest stuff. We got Badlands. We got Badlands. Can you blur out the Sitka vest? Or can you crop a Badlands vest in here?
I'm probably just
I stole this from my dad. Shout out the Booba Crew. Booba Crew merch. Go get your merch. Link in bio. Merch link in bio. Anyway, this is a 7-minute video.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Awesome.
I farted. Can you cut that?
The more,
Hey, future Jake, cut that.
I'm not gonna cut that.
No, please cut that. My grandma watches this. You gotta cut that.
Hi, mom, and grandma, and pop-up, and anybody else who's watching, and family, and
Simon, shout out Simon.
yo, what's up, Simon? There's 2 trees in the middle of the plain here. There's an oak and a cedar bush. Go up a little bit and to the right, there's a tiny little green dot. They are right there on the dam breast.
I thought you meant the dam breast at the other end,
No.
which is the dam.
We are down to the last evening here in Wyoming. It's been an awesome trip, and even if I don't shoot anything tonight, I'm super thankful that I got to come out here and that my dad brought me and my brother out here, because this has been a trip of a lifetime. With that being said, he's actually going to drop down and around down into this ravine next to us. We've been watching this valley all night, and saw 2 pronghorn about 2,000 yards away. Hopefully he can push something out of the bottom here, and maybe it'll be a nice deer we can shoot. We got this huge open prairie here, a lot of shooting. Just gotta be careful, there are cows down there, so we gotta be careful of our shots, but it is beautiful out here. I mean, it's gorgeous. I tried throwing some rocks down to kick deer out. I don't think there's anything in there, but not over till it's over.